Today I'm going to talk about how you can memorize dialogue that you read, that you need to basically study on and be tested on by doing something which I call rephraseology. You're going to read something and you're going to start to rephrase it as you read it, and then you're going to memorize what you rephrased, not the verbatim, but what you rephrased. So I'm going to practice by using an article here in the magazine about the actress Jodie Fisher, and she adopted her baby daughter Olivia. Okay, so we'll just start from the beginning and just break this down idea by idea and try to hold on to some images so we can understand what we're going to have to be studying later. Okay, the first thing is, it says, after giving birth to 2 daughters, she expanded her family by adopting a baby girl. That's the first thing it's talking about. So we know that she already has 2 daughters, and she is now adopting a girl. We can expound on that by guessing that she had to have a husband, okay, or at least some guy in her life, that she has 2 daughters, and now she's adopting a little girl. Now we have to ask questions of ourselves. What kind of person is this little girl? Like, is she? You can see that she's African American. So does that mean that she's from Haiti? Is she from Africa? We need to ask these questions. See, in order for you to get any kind of lock on information, you have to first come at it with an assumption, and then you go for that answer. Okay, let's go into the text. It says snuggling on the porch with her mother. Okay, and the real words here is snuggling up with mom on the porch in her new Los Angeles home, but we're just saying that she's snuggling on the porch with her mom. These are not important facts. Okay, it says here, Jodie Fisher's 6-week-old daughter. Now we know that she's 6 weeks old. Okay, at this point, 6-week-old daughter Olivia Luna. Okay, Olivia is like John, Olivia. Okay, and Luna is like moon, so the name sounds Italian, Luna. Okay, so you can kind of guess that she's probably not from Africa, but maybe she is. Okay, let's just continue. Again, we have an assumption there. Okay, so her 6-week-old daughter Olivia Luna, okay, is taking in her surroundings. So she's looking around, and her surroundings are her sisters, True, who's 2 years old, and Skylar, who is 7. Okay, and it says that they are arguing about whose turn it is to hold her. Next, it says that the grandmother, Connie Stevens, and we know Connie Stevens is an actress. She was from the 50s. She was known for a lot of roles in the 50s. Okay, she arrives from the kitchen with a bottle of formula. So she's coming from the kitchen with a bottle of formula, and formula is something that you give to babies instead of milk. Okay, so we see the image of her with her mother. She's snuggling with her mother. She's 6 weeks old. Her name is Olivia Luna. The house is in L.A., and we know she's 6 weeks old, and she's with her sister. Her sister's name is True. She's 2, and Skylar is 7. And the grandmother comes in. Her name is Connie Stevens. She's a famous actress, and she's got a bottle of formula. And she comes in. Now it says here that the dad. Okay, now it mentions the father. Okay, it says Dad Christopher Dudley. He's standing on the lawn. Okay, and one of the family's 2 dogs is snoring. Okay, on the floor. So they have 2 dogs, but one is right on the floor. He's snoring, and the husband is out in the lawn, and his name is Christopher Dudley, and that's what you see. Okay. Next thing it says here, it says when Olivia suddenly sneezes. Okay, so now the baby let out this big sneeze, and the mother, okay, it says Fisher sums it up perfectly when she exclaims, "Blessings." Okay, so now we have a picture that we need to look at. The image here is the baby snuggling with the mother. They're in L.A. It's a new home in L.A., and they're on the porch, and the baby's kind of looking around. The baby's name is Olivia Luna, and she's 6 weeks old, and she's seeing around her 2 sisters, who are True and Skylar, who's 2 and 7, and they're arguing over who gets to hold her next. And then we know that the grandmother comes in, and she's this actress, Connie Stevens, and she's got this bottle of formula with her. And the father, he's hanging out in the lawn, and one of their two dogs is on the floor and he is snoring, so he's asleep. Okay, he must be older because he's snoring, or there may be a dog with like a long kind of snout. They snore, those types of dogs. Okay. Anyway, so all of a sudden the little girl, she lets out this big sneeze, and it's, whoa, big sneeze, and the mother claims, hey, this is a blessing, like blessing for sneezing and blessing to have this new baby. That's what you have in your mind. Okay. So next, move on. It says here, adopted by Fisher 41 and Dudley 47. Okay, so now we know their ages. She's 41 and he's 47. Now it says here, a mere days after entering to the world. Mere days after entering into the world. So she came right into the world, and boom, boom, she's adopted by these two people. One is 41 and one is 47. Going from there. It says here, Olivia was born in Los Angeles. Okay, so she's an American girl. She's born in Los Angeles to a unwed teenage mother. Okay, but to hear Fisher tell it, she was always destined to be my daughter. Where it says, so she was always destined to be her daughter, according to her. She says, I felt we belonged together. Okay, says Fisher, who played Hurried wife, and Joy Stark is her name, Joy Stark, on the Fox sitcom Till Death. That's where it ends. Okay, so let's go back and let's just see what we can gather from what we just read. Okay, again, it's not verbatim, it's idea by idea. Very quickly now. So first of all, we see that she has already two daughters. She's expanding her family by adopting this little girl. Also, that she lives in LA. She's sitting on the porch. She's snuggling with the baby. The baby sees the two other daughters, Skylar, and also True. True was first. She was 2. Skylar was second. She's 7. And then the grandmother comes in and doesn't say how old she is, but she's Connie Stevens. She got the bottle of formula, and she walks in. The husband is on the lawn. His name is Christopher Dudley, and he's kind of hanging out there. The dog, they have 2 dogs, but only one of them is laying on the floor, and he's snoring. And all of a sudden, the baby sneezes, and the mother, she exclaims, blessings. And it says that Foster, or Fisher, excuse me, Fisher, 41, and Dudley, 47, adopted her mere days after she was born. She was born in L.A. to an unwed teenage mother, but as she would have it in her mind, she feels that she was always destined to be her daughter. She felt they belonged together, and she plays the hurried wife on the sitcom named Till Death, and the character's name is Joy Stark. Okay, so you see that? So you have idea by idea, you broke it down, that's how you study. So if I were to take that and then just go through this playing, speaking, and having fun with it, next day I can actually see the words verbatim laid out in front of me. And if I'm tested on it, I already threw in my own little spill on things, my own spin on it, and it makes it really effective as a learning tool. Okay, so hope that helped you. Hope you can incorporate that in your own study, especially when you're in school and you have a lot of reading to do. You want to chunk it out. You want to have fun with it. And I do this all the time, and I tell you, this really, really works. So until next time, continue to watch, continue to learn, and have a great day. Thank you.